We're
Ready?
good.
Okay, here we are in the juvenile fiction section. And I'm going to start talking first about what I see as problems, what doesn't really work. Here's our juvenile fiction, our section for our young middle grade kids. This is pretty much it. We have a table. Not a lot of not a lot of space for homework, not a lot of space to curl up and read. So really, we're not serving these kids very well. We're kind of just sticking them in the corner. Here's another thing that looks great, but really is a bit of a problem. We have a mix of elementary kid games and little bitty kid games all together. And in my experience, a lot of the older kids kind of have a stigma about little baby stuff. They don't want baby stuff, and they're less likely to go into a section with baby stuff in it. Another problem with this section is it's right in the middle of the library, and it's a focal point for our babies. So we're bringing our toddlers and babies right back here to where we have the big kid books. And so it doesn't really gel that well. It's great that we have these resources, and I'd like to keep developing them, but I think we maybe need to move them to a different part of the library. And these are resources for a variety of kids, all mixed up, so we're not doing a great job of delineating. We have early literacy kits, and we have reading kits for older kids, and level book bags, and so this is all a jumble. Here we have our board books. The problem here is they're in the middle of the library, so they're, again, we're drawing kids into the middle of the library, the little ones, and they're not very appealing cases for children, especially this top shelf. There's no real incentive for the kids to get in there and dig for books themselves. So normally you'll see parents digging through here. You don't see kids in this section a whole lot. They're over by the toys. This is our picture book section. When most people think of the kids section, this is what they think of. And this is overall pretty great. Lots of good picture books. The biggest problem I see here are these boring, not cool, not particularly comfy chairs. We have sort of just added these as we've seen that parents really want a nice place to sit, but this isn't, I think, what most people envision, and they don't scream kid. Over here, we have the kids' computers, which are fine, and then we've always had a little trouble getting the kids to go into the nonfiction section, so we created this special rotating display of easy reading nonfiction. So that's the state of things right now. Next, I'd like to talk about the vision for moving forward.